Hi everybody, here I am. Another weekend has come, and guess what? I got more projects. Uh, the project for this week, for this weekend, actually it's going to be for this coming week too, because my work kind of slowed down and I got laid off for 1 week, so the next week I'll be laid off, and I'm going to take that time to organize the back here. I got my bike over here, and I'm getting the itch to ride the bike again, but I can't really do anything with it because I got all this stuff that I have to remove before I even get to the bike. So I want to see what I can do with this mess. I mean, I got stuff here that I need for work. I mean, I got boots. Obviously, I don't use these boots all at the same time, but I have them. I've had them since, some of them. There's a pair here that I've had since 2002, and they're still fine. They're winter boots. So, but I got to try to organize this better, and that's going to be a challenge, to say the least. But for today, this is going to be the goal. I want to remove these panels. I don't know what I'm going to do with this one here, with this stuff in a way. I don't want to break any, I don't know if you can see it from there, but this side has the door automatic, the electrical door opener right there, and I don't know, but I want to at least try to insulate this one, and then the other two on the side there. So that's my plan for today. Alright, so what I'm going to use to remove this panel, because of these clips right here, is this long screwdriver that I've had saved up. I didn't even remove this thing yet. I have saved up for, I don't know, quite a few months now. Probably from the beginning of this summer. So I'm going to try prying this, and then I'm going to get my screwdriver in there, see where these clips are, and I'm going to try to remove them one by one without breaking them, hopefully. But this is not easy as it looks. I gotta think about this for a second. Alright, let's try a different approach. Let's see. Yeah, I can see the clip better from here. Let's see if I can just pry this open. Ow! Jeez. Nope. See, I don't want to I don't want to damage this thing. I think one day maybe I'm going to replace this with wood, and then attached to that wood face thingy, whatchamacallit, then I'll have a table that will come down like this. That would be cool, but for now I want to leave this in place. But it's just not coming out. Alright, let's try this again. I can see the clip. I just have to pull harder maybe. All right, it came out. Oh, this is so fun. Oh. Ah. Oh. This isn't easy. These darn clips, they just don't want to come out. And pulling on this, it kind of bent the metal a little bit. Look at that. Every single one of these, except down here, this one. But all these are bent a little bit. And this is going to be a pain to insulate, but I think I got to do it. So, all right. So here's some of the tools I'm going to use. I'm going to use a knife. I'm going to use scissors. No. I'm going to use this spray adhesive. Okay. I'm going to use metal foil tape, and I'm going to use double-sided foam with this reflective foil on it. It's called Polizio foam, and I'm going to use Reflectix, and I've had this hanging here for months and months, patiently waiting to be utilized. So let's start doing this stuff. And here's another very essential tool that I forgot to mention: measuring tape. So what I'm going to do, first of all, I'm going to measure across like this, and this kind of stops right here. So I'm going to measure over here, and then I'm going to cut. First, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut a piece of Reflectix, but before that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue some spacers inside here. Maybe I'm going to cut. I'm going to cut some of this, okay, and use this, a little piece of that, in different spots as spacers, so I can glue the Reflectix to it. Because the Reflectix, to be effective, needs to have an air gap between it and the metal of the van. That's one thing that I didn't do when I did my walls and ceiling. And the reason I didn't do it was because on the walls I had about an inch of space to get to the face of the ribs, and on the ceiling I had just a little less than an inch. And I wanted to apply my plywood on the walls right to the face of the ribs, and so I can gain the maximum room. And because of that, I applied the Reflectix. I glued it right to the metal wall. If I had a little bit more room, I would have left a little bit of an air gap, but if I were to leave a half-inch air gap down with the Polizio, I probably wouldn't have enough room to use a 3/4 foam like I did. So, well, let me start cutting this, and we'll see how far we get, because this is not an easy job. Also, I'm going to cut, once I start insulating this, I'm going to leave this corner here unobstructed, because the mechanism that opens this door is right here. So I want to leave that alone in case I have to come back here or something. So I'm just going to come up to right up to this point over here, more or less, because the mechanism is right here, from here this way. Alright, now that I've got these, and it's kind of windy right now, but what I want to do is, I don't want to just use one piece as a spacer for the Reflectix. I want to use two, because I want to get more of a gap. So this is about an inch. So I'm going to glue these two pieces together, and hopefully the one's not going to be too bad. I should shake this a little bit more, but just put a little bit of glue there, put a little glue on this side, and glue these together like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue all of them. I'm going to put them down, and then I'm going to put some weight on them to help this glue a little bit more. So once I have quite a bit of these pieces glued, then I can put glue on this side and glue them in here. Okay, I can glue them in here at different spaces, like that, like different intervals. You know, like one here, one here, one here, just so I can hold the Reflectix on it. And then I'll attach the remaining of this Polizio to the Reflectix. And that I may have to cut in small pieces so I can fit in these little crevices and holes. So let me finish these up, and then we'll go from there. That's my cold one. So this is drying a little bit, or setting. I guess it's acidic glue is setting up a little bit. And I'm going to take a little break, eat something, because it's probably 1 o'clock in the afternoon now. So. Nice and very, very cold. And no ice. Just the sun. Colds makes this cold. Yep. Isn't that something? I can't believe I spent so much money on ice. Oh well. I have it now, so